Today we are going to be playing what could be one of UK's best budget golf courses. That's right, for just £15 you can play here at Hertford Golf Club in Cheshire. Absolute bargain. And do you know what else is a bargain? Our sponsor for today's video, and that is Caddy Comps. Big thank you to Caddy Comps for sponsoring this video. Now, if you don't know who Caddy Comps are, let me tell you a little bit about them. They give you the opportunity to win the greatest golfing gear every single day. Get this, for just 79p. That is right, 79p. You can be winning things just like this. Caddy Comps create over 300 new winners per week and have given away over £10 million. That's right, £10 million in golf gear prizes. Could you be the next winner? Well, show them some love. Head down into the description below where you will find a link to check out Caddy Comps and see what competitions are ending tonight, and hopefully you could be one of the lucky winners. Good luck. Let's head back to the video. Right, so we've got down to the first tee, a little bit about the golf course before we tee off. It's 9 holes, there's 2 sets of tees. The white tees are 2,678 yards and a par 35. There's also a good chart actually for if you are maybe a beginner golfer. I think that's one of the big ethoses about here, is like getting people down to play and enjoying the game. There's loads of different tees that you can play from, but we're going to go off the whites. We're going to see how the course is today. We've had a little bit of a wander round. Looks pretty good. Warmed up on the range. I'll tell you some other facilities in a little bit, but let's go. Let's see if we can break par out here and see if for 15 quid, how good this place is. Play well. Dogleg left, par 5 to start. 480 yards. Let's see what we can do. Should be A1. Yeah. Perfect. Right, we're off. Well, we've been a bit fortunate at the first. Just didn't see that pond on the old shot scope. Didn't look, would be more of the case, but 167 now up to the green. Interesting thing, we did a 9-hole course, budget one, done a home a long time, maybe the start of this season. So as we go around, I just want to sort of give you a comparison maybe of those things, but we'll get into that after this shot. 167 up the hill. I'm going to go 7-iron and just try and work this back to back towards the middle of the green. Kick right. Pin high, I reckon. Just a little chippy one and chip and a putt and we'll be okay. I would hope I can get under par here today. If I don't, serious questions need to be asked and the My First Win series does not happen. So one thing we're going to do is rate the course on quality, on the layout of the golf course, and then also value for money. We've done something similar, I think, at Done a Home and a few others, so that's what we're going to base it on whilst we're out here today. Break. That'll do, that reacted nicely. Oh, majestic stuff. Starts with a bird. I'm going to be really intrigued by the comments today, because when we've done budget stuff before, we've generally been round 35 to 50 pounds, 9 or 18 hole golf course. A lot of them have been coastal, where we found like the best bargains and I would say real value for money. This here is £15, so like for me this is the sort of cheapest you could pay for a proper round of golf course. And what I mean by that, it's not a 9-hole, every hole is under 200 yards par 3 course. But it'll be interesting to see what the comments are on the condition of the place versus somewhere like Done a Home. So let us know in the comments, A, what you think or what you would say a budget round is, and then your expectations of what you should get for that price tag, i.e. for £15, what are you actually going to be expecting? Oh, four! Oh dear. Bit of an unfortunate kick. Played it pretty nice. The greens aren't too shabby. A little of an unfortunate kick there, but que sera, shouldn't have been over there in the first place. That was one of the worst strokes since golf was created, I think. Adjust for. Well, back to level. The under par was short-lived, but just check this green out, by the way. Triple Mackenzie and only about 12 paces wide. That's a good golf hole. So the third hole is a par 5, 503 that sweeps along the corner. We need to tidy up after that sloppy bogey there. Good demanding hole, this one, to be fair. It looks tight. There's a bunker down at 205. Quite a sort of daunting drive from back here, so I'm going to have to actually hit a nice little fade down the middle to hold the fairway firstly and find the fairway. So see if we can get it done. Keep cutting, keep cutting. Ooh, pitched at the base of the trees. Should have just sat straight down. Pulled it a bit, but we'll be okay. Well, not ideal. Pulled it left. Looking back on that, it was probably more of a 3-wood because it gets super tight here. I'm going to have to pitch out across, get to the top of the plateau and try and get in close for 3. Little 8-iron, just bump it up that slope and go again. Still going. Literally just see it through there. That'll be a drawy lie. Right, well this will be an interesting one. 160 with it at chest height. It will go left. That is an incredible shot. Oh, I think that could go down as shot of the year for me there. Take that one after my climb back uphill. Do you know what? I'm gonna go in early here. It's the third green. First rating of the day, greens 3.5. Lovely cover on them. Nice and smooth. Yes, a little bit slow, but I would expect that on like a sort of beginner-esque golf course. Shapes, sizes, all very good. Hopefully that nice rating now is going to lead me to another birdie. Oh, I wasn't kind enough to the greens. If it would have been a 4, I reckon that would have gone in. Not bad though, a par. We'll take it. A couple of yards off there. I didn't think I'd get to that at 208 yards. Hardest shot in golf now. I'm going to go for the splash and run. Tell you what, I couldn't do much better than that. That was pretty impressive. Good bunkers, good bunkers. I thought that was so good. I thought we had it. Right, wasn't to be. Par, we're okay, we're ticking along. I'm pleasantly surprised by the golf course, so we're okay here. So we're halfway through, and I definitely think this course is designed for pretty much what it is intended for. It's that beginner course. Maybe you've got your first handicap, you're graduating to maybe moving on to a bigger golf course, like a proper members course as it were, or a proper golf course. The holes are generally shorter. The last one that we played, the par 4, was only 255. The par 3s are generally around the 150 or under that mark off the general play tees. And then the par 5s, that third I thought was a fantastic hole. So I'm excited to see what we've got for the next half of the round. But like I say, I think it's very welcoming if you were in that sort of just starting out or just getting out onto golf courses for the first time. It's a great place to come, and that's where I think we get that difference maybe in the green fee, but we'll see as we go on. So the 5th hole that we're going to play is a par 3. It's 177 yards to the flag. The green looks really good actually. It looks sort of pitch from left to right in its depth, not very deep from front to back. Water all the way down the left, a big bunker staring at you in front of the flag. So good looking hole. Need to make a birdie. I thought I just stole one there on the last. I was surprised to call that bunker, but let's see. Let's keep it going. I think we've got time to get on the par yet. Well, I pulled it. Be enough. Oh, did you hear that? It just clipped the tree and has gone in the bunker. Right then, trouble ahead. Oof. Looks like we've got an okay lie, to be fair. It just caught the top of the tree. I did pull it, so that's my bad, but it's come out of its plug mark. I've been in 2 bunkers, 1 bunker. Bunkers are good though so far. Right. Came out well. Just went a little right. But we've got a chance at a par. Decent bunkers, good sand. You always struggle to find good sand in bunkers, but I'll take that. Right, come on Matthew. The greens are good, you know they are. Just hold the putt. Yes. Thought it was going to be just shy. Greens are very good, to be fair. Might even. No, I'm going to stay 3.5. Going to stay 3.5. Summer, height of summer, we are in October. I think they get to a 4, which is good. Good rating. The 6th hole is a 259 par 4. Bunker's just in front of the green, so find the fairway. Need to make birdie. Need to get back in the good books here. Little 4-iron, just poke it up. That'll do. Chunkiest Maximus, but works. Right, 63, I'm going to go 58 chest with a little bit more pace to it. This is my 50-yard swing, so this is where we get in tight. I think what's good about the holes as well, they're quite tight of a fashion. Yes, they're short, but it would teach you, if you know you're not hitting driver far, to still be on the ball and aim properly and learn to play down fairways. Spin. Oh, I thought that was going to be good. Greens are firm as well. They're not just custards. Firm. Right, come on, birdie, Matthew. It's a par. I tell you what, they're all true though, to be fair. They're all very true. The greens have really been the highlight thus far, I would say, of this course. Maybe a bit right of the flag, front right edge. The hole was 180, but it was 150 down the hill because of the drop, and just didn't give that 8-iron anywhere near enough there. Little chip and a putt though. Just keep doing all the right things. We're going to get a couple of birdies. If it's not a chip in, back-to-back birdie finishes. Simples, basics. The boy can chip now. The boy can chip. Right, come on, Matty. Easy par, easy. Need birdies though. We need birdies. We've got 2 holes to go. I think it's par 4, par 4. Need to make something happen. So we're about to tee off on 8. I think I've got a rough idea of what I'm going to rate the place, but one other thing to bear in mind about this golf course when you think of budget as well, one of the factors is facilities. Here, wait for this list. You've got your 9-hole golf course. It does have a few different tees as well spotted around to make it 18. It's got a driving range with TrackMan range on there. It's got a mini golf, an 18-hole mini golf course, full clubhouse, bar, restaurant facilities, a wedding venue. It's got paddle courts, I think 6 of them. And overall, it's pretty decent in terms of offering. I think when I'm thinking £15, I'm thinking of a council golf course that you pitch up. It's very tatty and a bit underloved with nothing else, maybe like a hole in the wall where they serve coffee through. Not quite the case here, but 2 more holes to go. We give you the final valuation, and then also we'll see if we can break par. Right, our 8th hole, 350. Over the corner, out of bounds down the left, so I need to just take it over the trees, but still err on the side of caution. Come on, Matthew, come on, we need to get a birdie. That should be perfect. No sound of trees, so fingers crossed. 103 yards. We need to hit an absolute flagger here. We need to go to Flagtown. 54, shoulder swing. Come on, Matthew. We're doing it for the budget golfers all around the world. Don't fade. Do you know what? It was the right distance. I just moved it slightly, annoyingly. I actually thought the flag was pin high to the left here. Tucked behind El Trappington's, but it wasn't. But 20 feet, or 25 feet I would say, with a tiny bit of right to left, up the hill. Now's the time to do it, Matt. Now's the time to make a statement. About 3 feet out, I thought it's just gonna topple in. That just slowed up on me. It's been a par whirlwind since the 3rd hole. 1 hole to do it. I think we need to assess if this is the best value budget course in England. So before we tee off on our final hole, we were going to rate this golf course 3 categories: the condition of the golf course, the layout, and then value for money, sort of what's included in your £15 green fee. Now, if we looked at that value for money, I think 15 quid, you would get a 5 on that one, because yes, you would play the same 9 twice, but there are different tees. But it's a golf course. If you are a seasoned golfer, if you are a beginner golfer, it's enjoyable. You're not going to walk out here and think, oh, it's just a par 3 course. There's some challenging holes, there's some easier holes, and some really good holes out there. In terms of what they offer as well, in terms of the range, if you wanted to come and practice and then do that, there isn't a charge for golf balls. But the range itself has got TrackMan on the range. It's got a really good targets out there. It's got a putting green. There's paddle if you wanted to meet your mates after and do that. So for me, value for money, 5. Layout of the golf course, I'm going to give it a I'm going to give it 3.5 stars for that one. Some really good holes, like I say, some challenging holes. That third, the par 5, was a really good hole. Then the par 3s I think have been really strong. The 7th signature hole down the hill, really lovely one. And overall some really good ones that, as well, if you are beginning, it's going to teach you, you know, not to just top it along the floor. There are some challenges out here. There's water hazards, there's good bunkers. So for me, 3.5 there. And then condition wise, again, going to go 3.5. I would have maybe rated it a little bit higher if we were playing in the peak of summer. We are playing into October now, so yes, there's a little bit of lack of growth in certain spots, but that's to be expected in the cold weather. But the greens were absolutely fantastic. So 3.5 condition, 3.5 for layout, and a 5 on value for money. The question remains though, can I break par? We've got one hole to do it. Let's see if we can get the job done here. So the final hole of the day is 381 yards. The range is to the right, which is obviously out of bounds. There are water hazards up the right and the left, a brook that runs up the left and a pond up the right. So poker 3-wood up there, try and wedge on close and leave ourselves something inside, hopefully 15 foot to make that birdie. Cut. Cut. Oh dear. Splashy Splashingtons. Not what we needed. Well, sadly, it's going to have to be a hole out to break par, because we've just gone in the water there. I think that was the wrong club choice there. Should have hit like 4 iron, 9 iron, but 137 to go. We can hole a wedge. Let's see what happens. Gosh darn it. 137 pitching wedge. It's still cold now. Let's see if we can get this up there and get it boxed in. Turn over. Oh no, just bounced off the side of the green. Wasn't to be. Oh dear. It's a bogey to finish. Not what we wanted. The answer is no, I can't break par on the best budget golf course in Britain, but it's well worth a try. And as well, guys, a big thank you to Caddy Comps for sponsoring this video. Go and show them some love. Check out the link in the description below. We'll see you in the next one. Watch another video here where I play another budget golf course.